Joining us now, Randy Bryce. He's the iron worker. He's now the Democratic candidate running against Representative Paul Ryan for that House seat in Wisconsin. This is his first national interview. Randy, welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this. We were all quite struck by that campaign announcement video that you released with your candidacy. And as soon as we saw it, we played it here. We wanted to talk to you about your candidacy. So you watched Paul Ryan win re-election with a 35-point winning margin, and you thought, I think I'll run against him.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
First of all, thank you for having me tonight, Lawrence. If you want to see something that's really impossible, I have a hard hat you can borrow, and I'll take you onto a job site in a construction area downtown Milwaukee. If you want to, what we do is oftentimes considered impossible. And I think as a result of our launch, it was so successful, and it's just a testament to working people wanting to be heard. They see me as being them, and that's exactly why I'm doing this.
What do you think Paul Ryan is getting wrong in representing his district? Because he's got two different jobs. He's got the job of being Speaker and trying to run that whole party in the House. And then he has another job, which can very often be in conflict, and that is to be the representative from that district.
Well, for one, he's not representing anybody in the district. He's been absent. He hasn't been in the district for over 600 days. But he does have time to appear at 50 fundraisers where you can pay $10,000 to have your picture taken with him. He's not doing anything for the people of the 1st Congressional District, and we're upset that we're not being heard. And whatever he's doing in Washington, it's taking away things from us. We're working twice as hard, and we're getting less to show for it.
Judging by your campaign announcement video, your #1 issue seems to be, at this point, health care. Why is that the #1 issue for you?
It's an intergenerational issue. I have a son who's a miracle child. I was told I probably wouldn't be able to have children after being diagnosed with cancer. I have to worry about cancer coming back for me. I have to worry about my son going to play on a jungle gym where I have to worry about him getting hurt or just letting him be a kid. And it affects my mother, who obviously is the star of the video. And not shown in the video is my father, who has Alzheimer's. And, my mom's medication, thankfully she has insurance. That gives her the independence to be able to visit my dad on a daily basis. So, and I consider ourselves lucky because we have insurance, and it shouldn't be a matter of have and have-nots. It's a basic right for everybody that we should be able to go see a doctor, to be healthy, to live fulfilling lives.
What is your biggest disagreement with President Trump?
With President Trump, I don't trust him. I mean, when I was in the Army, I spent time, it was during the Cold War, and we were trained to defend the country against the Soviet Union. I turn on the TV, it might have even been your show, and I see the top spy for Russia in the Oval Office. They're putting party before the people, and the people have had enough. We deserve honesty and things that don't smell of corruption.
I think you watched Paul Ryan closely probably during the presidential campaign, and there were many times where he tried to distance himself from the from presidential candidate Donald Trump without ever disowning him, always trying to say, I don't have to answer for what he says as a candidate. What is your reaction now that after Paul Ryan didn't answer to things that Donald Trump said as a candidate, he now has him as a president, and they're now working together closely?
Well, he was, a few weeks ago, the Wisconsin Republicans, they had their state convention, and Paul Ryan was thanking everybody there for electing Donald Trump. He pretty much owns Donald Trump at this point. There's no distancing himself. He's in charge of setting forth the policies, talking about what's going to be introduced. And what has he done? There's nothing. Donald Trump has done nothing, has not kept one of his promises, which, I mean, sounded good when he was making them, but there's a lot of smoke, and there hasn't been any action taken on any of those promises.
Randy, your reaction on election night when you saw your state go for Donald Trump, and what will you say to Trump voters in Wisconsin to pull them over to a Democrat? Some of them have voted for Democrats before. How can you pull them back?
Well, I mean, just look at what's been going on. There's nobody's been listening to the people of the 1st Congressional District, and I think, by announcing my candidacy the way it just blew up, People are energized. We're ready to take things back. There's a lot of buyer's remorse going on. And just the outpouring of support from workers, not just in the 1st Congressional District, but from throughout the entire country, show that other congressional districts need working people to represent them. And this is all about for the working people of America, for the 1st Congressional District, and I appreciate all the support.
Well, it's been a Democratic district before. That was over about 24 years ago, and so who knows when it's going to swing back. Randy Bryce gets tonight's last word. Thank you for joining us, Randy. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you.